Hello and welcome back to Soma, the Let's Play Blind with Neo Rambler. Right then, after a rather interesting and quite frighteningly ordeal we had of completing our shopping list in the last video, and then finding out that the Ross zombie has decided to come along with us for the ride. I think he has, I don't know, either way I was pretty freaked out. And of course we also met a new enemy, Jenny, who was crying a lot, probably for reasons of events that have happened recently, as well as probably being alone and nobody talking to her. As one of you said, you know, I should have been a bit more friendlier and gone to actually had a conversation with her and tried to be her friend, and I thought I'd made the effort already when I went to go and say hi, how are you, and all that, and then she turned around, screamed at my face, and then punched my face in. You know, I thought, well, where I'm from, that's not really considered a gesture towards making a friend or making friendship or whatever. That kind of tells me you don't want to be friends. So, you know, maybe I could have tried harder, but, you know, and of course she could have been in a legitimately emotional state where, you know, there's probably not a lot I could do other than to console her, but it happened. It was what it was, and then she decided to chase us down the obvious spooky corridor of chasing, which led us into here. So yeah, right, well, so with my bearings roughly intact and back together, we can now put the pieces in the suit. I think that's what we've got to do. So let's stick this cortex chip of a robot's head, like so, because that's kind of
crazy
how it works.
Don't worry, it'll work.
I think that's technically the head we've got. I mean, ours is glowy red lights, but I think that headpiece is similar to what we have already, so fair enough. Right, well, like, jab that into the neck stem. I'm sure that's perfectly connected. Everything is all wired up automatically. We don't need to go in there and mess around with nerve endings or arteries and veins or capillaries or what have you to sort of fine-tune the electrics of the robot head with the body electrics, so to speak, I guess. No, everything's fine. So I guess what we'll do is put this battery pack, I'm going to say in the bum. Nope, in the back. Okay, well, in the back plate. Fair enough. And then I don't know where we're going to put this. I mean, I'm sure this fine lass, Raleigh Herber, who apparently was the one who went down into the abyss. I thought it was Catherine, but it wasn't. It was Herber. Although I'm quite confident, actually, before we carry on. Simon, put your structure gel away, old chum. There's a good boy. I swear to God there was a photograph of... Yeah, here we are. We've got Catherine and other people here. I was pretty confident they went down to the abyss as well, but I could be mistaken. And Catherine is in that photo, but hey-ho, whatever. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Right, anyway, going back to the task at hand.
Make sure it's all bunched together with the structure gel connecting all the parts.
There's a little bit of clipping going on there in the bottom.
Oh!
Oh! Where did you put the jar of structure gel, Simon? You kind of just... It disappeared from your hand and then came leaking out of the neck stem. I mean, did you just take the robot head off, put the jar in, and then stuff the head back on again? Or... I don't know. I'm confused now. But it seems to be working, so I guess we can reboot the suit. So, Pod D. Gonna...
I can't believe we're doing this.
It will be fine.
Then why don't we put you in the suit?
I was gonna suggest that if you refused.
You'd go without me.
I need to do this, Simon. This is important. I need to launch the Ark.
You'd really do it? Change body?
Yes. If you want to stay here, I'm not gonna stand in your way. I don't want to tell you what to do.
What would it be like before? Close my eyes and then...
And then open them again.
Alright, let's do it.
Thank you, Simon. Go sit in the pilot seat in the next room. You might need to boot it up.
Okay then. We'll go and change bodies then. I guess that makes sense. I mean, we are technically in another body. We are nothing but a computer copy or a soft copy of what Simon once was. Augmented with the body of Imogen Reed and a suit anyway, so yeah, I guess it's fine. So yeah, okie dokes. Sure, nothing bad's going to happen with this. Like, you know, like last time, this is going to be completely and utterly perfect. We're going to sit in the chair, have a scan, end up in that body over there. There'll be no problems whatsoever. It's not like the first time when we sat in the chair back in 2015, had a brain scan, and then just woke up overhit. no, nothing like that's going to happen again. We find out all the problems. You know, we've built the suit ourselves. We've got a competent person over there, well, an AI person who's running the show and all that, compared to the competent doctor who ran it in 20. It's going to be fine. No problems, nothing weird. It's going to be fine. I trust this 100% on the negative line. Whatever that means.
We need to loop back the activity manifested by your current Cortex chip, run it through the amplifier, feed it into the new chip, and then make sure it's synced.
You lost me halfway there.
Yeah.
You don't really need to understand it, just make them line up.
So I guess then we just have to make these two lines in phase, if you're a physicist. So yeah, lines. You're a physicist. Make these lines in phase. Don't call those lines waves or anything, no. Christ. Anyway, right, so we can control the frequency. I don't know what the offset is. I know what the amplitude is. Frequency is just how much or how many waves you can see per line. So at the moment we can see about 2, I think. Oh, it says 5. Oh, my mistake then. So the frequency is 5, whatever unit of frequency it's using. So that just changes how many waves you can see. Amplitude is the height, so that just tells you how high the wave is. So if we adjust the amplitude, you can see there that the height's changed, so you can shrink it. And I'll show you the frequency as well. So you change how many waves you can see. So that's cool. I think we need to drop the frequency, actually. I think offset is probably just moving this to match that wave there. I think that's... yeah, that's pretty good. So the amplitude's correct, so it's just offsetting it now. Yeah, we've solved it. Oh no, the amplitude's a little bit small. There we go. Ta-da! Done. Look at that.
That's everything. You can climb into the pilot seat now.
Already?
I have everything under control, so please, have a seat.
Fine. I'm sure
Go sit in
everything...
the pilot seat.
yeah, alright, I just exited from the computer. Bloody hell, you're not patient, are you? I know you're desperate to do this, and I admit times probably is a pressure point, or at least a variable here, but... God almighty. Right, well, while you're doing that, Simon, I'm going to have a cup of tea.
This should be over soon.
It's like having your picture taken.
Well, with the most expensive camera in the world.
How do you have
No,
expensive cameras if the
thought
world's
photos would
over?
steal
There's no
themselves.
economy anymore.
In this case, they'd be right.
Oh, that was actually pretty straightforward. Something went right for a change.
There must be something wrong. Can't you run a diagnosis or something?
Oh,
What was that?
No, it's just...
Why was it still talking?
it's the same like before.
Catherine, why was he still talking?
That's how it works, you know that.
What do you mean?
You know it's not magic. You were copied. The sleeping Simon in the seat was copied, and now you are here, just like Simon lived on in Toronto.
God damn you, Kath. 2 Simons? There can't be 2 Simons.
What did you think would happen?
That you were gonna take my mind and put it into another body, like a brain transplant.
I'm sorry, it wouldn't work that way.
You realize how messed up this is?
Please, I didn't mean to upset you.
How did you expect me to react to this shit?
Please stop.
You're fucking disgusting.
whoa, whoa, Simon! Damn,
What's gonna
man!
happen to him?
He'll sleep for a while, a few days.
And then what? Wake up in this fucking nightmare again? All alone? So cruel.
Well, what do you want me to do with him? Make friends? Let him know that we have to leave him behind when we go into the abyss?
What if he didn't need to wake up?
You'd do that?
I don't know. Maybe.
There. I set it up for you. Hit the switch if you want to drain his battery. He'll die within a minute. I'd rather not stay plugged in any longer.
Well, this is an interesting turn of events, although I have to say it makes sense that we've been copied as opposed to transplanted, so actually, yeah, you know, I thought the procedure worked, but not in the way we envisioned. In other words, the Simon that we were is still over there. We are now a new Simon, with the memories of the old Simon. So essentially we've copied. So yeah, we basically did what we did in the original scan right at the very beginning of the game. There was copies of us, which Simon should have already at least known of that when we were back at, was it Theta? When we were looking at all the computers and we first met Jerry. And we listened to the scans of our Simon back in 2015, who sadly died shortly after the scans. Realising that we are, you know, two different Simons. Well, I say two different Simons, two copies of Simons, although technically we are different now because we're living through new events that the other Simon didn't. So, we are technically different. Very minutely different, but that's the thing. So this Simon... Oh, look at it. Oh, look how cute he is. Oh, he's so cute. Oh, bless his soul. Oh, that's our Simon the whole time. Oh, why can't we be that Simon? I like that Simon. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like the suit in this one, but, you know. Oh, what? Alright, so... Well, we just take... Right, so we take hold of that anyway. That's Catherine. But now we've got to choose whether we're going to turn him off or not. Right, that is a difficult decision, I won't lie. So he's sleeping at the moment then. So he's not awake then, he's gone to sleep. This is an interesting conundrum. I mean, it's not like it matters if we do leave him. But, you know, he's going to wake up thinking that the procedure's worked, realising it hasn't worked in the way that it was supposed to, and he's going to be abandoned here with Jenny and, well, not Ross. Maybe Ross, I don't know. He's not going to be too pleased, is he? He'll feel cheated and betrayed. Then again, taking a life is a difficult thing to do. It's never an easy choice. Even if you do it for the right intentions, it's not an easy choice. Or even the wrong intentions, it's not an easy choice. People sometimes think it is, or believe it is, and maybe it is for some people. You know, actually, I'm not going to be too lecturing on that one. I guess it comes down... it's a difficult choice for me. Virtual lives, real lives, other lives. Although I have had to make that choice in real life. Albeit not with a human life, mind you, but I have had to make the choice to have someone put down. Or something, you know, a dog. Okay, I'll be specific, it was a dog. I had the choice, and I chose it too. And it was a very upsetting thing. It was a very upsetting thing to choose and witness. I had to watch it as well. And I know you could argue, well, a human life and a dog life are the same thing. They're not, you're right, but a life's a life. But then again, you know, I happily kill wasps, because I don't like wasps very much, you know. I don't try to catch them, I kill them. I catch spiders and put them away, you know. I don't like spiders, but I don't tend to kill them. I tend to capture them. I have killed them in the past by accident, or if I failed miserably in catching them in a cup or something and crushed their legs. Yeah. No, I think it's the best thing to do. So he's gonna die. I think it's the best thing to do. I'm sure you can argue either way, but there he goes. Yeah. I think it was the best thing to do. I believe it was the best thing to do as well. But I'm not going to say I'm right on this one. It's entirely up to you. It's your choice at the end of the day in terms of if you were playing the game. And I could have left the choice up to you guys and girls like I've done sometimes in the past, but I think on this one I knew what choice I was going to make, so... Yeah. I'm not saying it's easy. I am feeling a little sad, actually. I'm not going to lie, but it's got to be done. Right, anyway, well, with that out of the way, thank you, Simon, for your dedicated service to getting us here. You shall not be forgotten. We must press on. A new you. Yes, thank you for that achievement. Right, okay then. So, with a new body that can apparently survive the underwater pressures that we're going to go and experience now. Apparently down to 5,000 meters, 1 atmosphere pressure and all that. We can do it. Is this door going to open, or is it going to open? Oh, it is. Oh, wow. Cool, blimey. Well, we haven't really actually started descending yet, but already I'm scared. Okay. I really don't like walking into areas where the background is completely and utterly black, because you cannot get any sort of perception of height or depth or anything. It's very disorientating for me, you know, personally. I mean, if I just walked now to just here and had a look out there, it's a bit like space in a way. You haven't got a clue how deep and dark it. Well, you know how dark it is, obviously, but you haven't got a clue like how deep it is or big it is, really, because you can't see anything. I mean, you can see the dirt in front of you and all that, but in terms of the background, there's no light to interact with anything. You can't see anything, so you've got no sense of depth perception or anything. You've got a little bit, of course, but not nearly as much as you have, and it disorientates me. It makes me feel really nauseous. No, I'm not going to spew, don't worry. Right, tally-ho! Under the sea, sinking down to the abyss. Under the sea, I do not know the rest of the lyrics. Oh, we've got flashy things. Have I died? Really? Really? What else am I supposed to do then? Was that just... Are you kidding me? Really? That wasn't what we're supposed to do? Oh, I feel like a right pons now. Oh, bloody hell. Alright, scratch that plan then. My bad, Simon. I'm sure lots of people on their first time did that. So what am I supposed to do then? Where am I supposed to go? I mean, he wouldn't just put me out. Oh, unless I'm supposed to go left. Oh, you're kidding me, really? Oh, no, that was a big jerkweed, that was. What a jerkweed move from the developers there. You were going to go that way. What a jerkweed move. I'm very upset by that, Frictional Games. That was a naughty thing, that was. You knew exactly what you were doing with that. Bloody hell. Cheeky. Then again, I'm not saying everybody would have fallen for that. No, I should have been a bit more observant, but... Oh, here we go. Oh, well. Whatevers. I learnt my lesson. And I'll probably repeat the same mistakes again. Ah, there's a thing we can take. Oh, alright. Alright, okie dokes. Alright, alright, let's have a chat with Catherine then.
Are we done here?
Yeah,
Activate the climber, please.
sure thing.
Oh, we've got to select how many passengers. Oh, right, okay, so... One passenger. Descend. Oh, can we ascend? We can ascend? I don't want to stop. Well, hang on, yeah. Ascend. Really? We can ascend? Can we try that? Or is it not going to work? Oh, it's a lever. Oh, right, I see. So, no, we can't. Only because we already have ascent. We've got to descend. Oh, I got you. Yay! Green light. Green light means go. Take a seat, you say? Alright, where am I going to sit? Oh, decisions. Probably the hardest choice in the game. Not if we were going to take a life. But where are we going to sit? Oh, actually, I think that choice is actually skewed. I think we have to... Oh, we have to sit here. Fair enough. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, it's like that ride at Drayton Manor and...
We figured out what happens when we
what was it?
die.
Apocalypse, I think?
Is that even possible? If there's some kind of afterlife, do you think my place is taken? The real me died like 100 years ago. Is there still room for me? And what about the Simon I killed at Omicron?
You're all different entities. I wouldn't
What do
worry
you think,
about it.
Catherine? Is there a heaven full of redundant copies of the same people?
Probably.
Is there someone up there who called me an imposter?
Probably. Why not?
It's dumb luck, right? I woke up in the right body. I basically flipped a coin, and if I had called the wrong side, I'd be rotting away at Omicron. There's nowhere to know, right? You didn't
yeah.
have to make sure Simon wakes up in the right body switch, did you? Not that you would know. I mean, he would still claim to be the right Simon.
Don't know, actually. Never asked him.
Christ. This is awful. We did an awful fucking thing.
Oh, calm
You wouldn't
down.
mind? Why would you? How could you know that it's not me, the me that I am, the same that I've always been?
No, he's got every right to be upset, by the way.
I don't want to think. Please.
She's abandoned you.
I don't know what to say. I don't want to upset you.
Yeah, it's alright, Cat.
Say anything.
Toast.
When I was little, I used to climb the stairs all the way to the top of the building.
And then eat toast.
And I can still feel how I had to, tuck my arm so I could push the heavy steel door open.
Holding toast.
Well, the first time that I dared go up there, I stepped out onto the roof and watched the smog rise and fall over Taipei.
Eating your toast.
All the way up to the corner ledge, and I felt the warm wind in my hair, and the sun was setting, and the streets below were shadowed by the tall buildings.
They weren't eating
the
toast.
People pushing through the crowd flowed like paint from an artist's brush. Street food vendors filled the air with aromas of all my favorite foods.
Plenty of toast.
For a brief moment, I felt connected to the world in a way that I had never had before. It was the most profound feeling of comfort and sense of belonging I could ever hope for.
I love toast.
I really never felt the same way again, but I went up to the roof many times after.
With lots of toast.
I'm not religious, but I can see why people would be. The privilege of being makes a strong case, at least every once in a while.
As long as you've
You
got
still feel
toast.
that sense of awe? Even like this?
Things are different, but we're still here.
What's the point of going on? Everyone's gone.
Because there's still
All the
toast.
people still left are
Well,
digital
soggy
copies
toast,
trapped in
but-
computers at the bottom of the sea. We'll never be able to rebuild or reclaim what we were.
Are you really so unhappy being what you are, or is this about the man who went for a scan 100 years ago?
Good question.
I guess.
Good answer.
When I was back in Toronto, even the worst case, the darkest futures I could predict, they at least included my previous life somehow. I feel so uprooted. There's nothing here that I recognize, nothing that makes me feel like I belong. Even if we make it to the Ark, would it be any different? I'd still be alone. No friends. No family.
We'll have to make some then, won't we? Yeah.
I'm sure everyone would like to know the time traveler. If not, you still have...
Are you about to say me?
Catherine? Kath? Hello, Catherine. What happened?
Hello. Oh, Catherine was about to get nice. I was actually beginning to like Catherine then, even though she kind of technically lied to us, actually thinking about it, about the whole transplant Simon Mind thing. But then again, she said I didn't want to upset you, but... Oh, hello! How you doing? My name's Simon. I'm all alone. I need new friends, because I've gone and messed up my old life and killed another Simon. What's your name? Is it Bluey? Oh no, I've already met a Bluey. Glowy? Hi, Glowy! Oh, look at these glowies! Oh, you're so cool! How'd you do that? I want to know. Is it like a chemical reaction? Does it hurt? Oh, I want to do that. I want glowy things! Give me glowy things! I want the glowy thing. Oh, look at the glowy things! They're so cool! Oh, well, that's totally made me forget about the evils of life, I guess. But, oh, I've got to go up the ladder, have I? Oh. Well, can I... No, can't take Catherine with me. Oh, okay. Very well, I shall become one with the glowy things then. I'm not going to lie, this is a very strange turn of events in the game, but I'll go with it. Oh, this is cool. I like the glowy things. Oh, there's a power thing. Oh, but I want to stay with the glowy things. Can I... Look, there's a glowy thing. Look, he's right there. I want to touch him. Touch. Touch. I want to jump off and be one with the glowy things. You know what? Sod it. Screw you, cat. I'm one with the glowy things. Glowy. I love you, Glowy. I just wanted to be one with the glowy things. Just wanted to be one with Oh, you're kidding me! I've got to start all the way back here? Oh, bloody yeah. Oh, I'm not making you go through this again. Okay, then, right. Well, then, in the next video, then, I shall end up back where we were. And, we'll take it from there. And no, I won't become one with the glowy things, but there you go. So, the decision I made to kill the old Simon. Well, not the old Simon, that's a bit harsh, but the previous Simon. There you go. Was that the right thing to do? Heavy question, I know, but leave your thoughts, feelings, comments, likes, dislikes. I don't mind. I'd like to know what your response would have been in that situation. Either way, can I say thank you very much for watching if you have done. Please take it easy, have a good one. And I can't wait to see you for the next one, because now it's starting to get good. It's hitting heavy, and I can't wait to see what's at the bottom. Probably horrible, nasty, lurky things, but still, it's going to be interesting. Anyway, have a good one.